Here is this 16-inch Lasko window fan. This fan is, I don't know how old it is. I don't remember the date, but it's old. It's definitely at least 20 years old. It's a 16-inch, has about a 4-inch blade pitch to it. It has a lot of pitch to it. Has a very big motor. Motor doesn't have oil ports, sadly, but it's still a strong motor. Has this interesting plug adapter. I believe I'm the first collector to actually come across one of these, but these are for the recalled 373 box fans from the early 2000s. And this is what the adapter looks like. You just plug in the fan into it. It has a little plug, and then the fuse plug on the end. This fan right now, this fan was not affected by that recall, but it still has the device on it. And I believe how this worked was, if you had one of the recalled Laskos, you could email Lasko directly and get this device from them. I believe they would just send it to you for free. And you plugged it into your fan, and you could continue to run the fan. And the interesting thing about this device is once you plug whatever into it, you can't unplug it. It's like permanently stuck, which I don't know how to remove it. I'm gonna attempt to try because I want to put this on my Galaxy 4733 from 2002 through 2003. So yeah, pretty interesting. So decided to show that off. This fan is 3 speeds, electrically reversible, has the old school Lasko logo with the wavy K. Plastic side curtains on both sides. It's all plastic, so the thing does yellow out pretty good. The outside part of this fan is yellowed. I got this fan from a scrapyard for 25 cents. It was out in the rain, and this fan was pretty filthy when I got it. It cleaned up really good. This guard on here and the motor is the only stuff on this fan that's metal. Everything else is plastic. So we'll start up on low intake. I will say, it seems like the knob is on its way out. There's not much of a startup sound to this fan on intake, but there is on reverse. And this fan has been in here for, I think, 3 months now. I finally moved back in. I'm going to attempt to put that air conditioner there inside in hopes that I don't get in trouble. This is my grandparents' house. My grandparents, they don't like window air conditioning for some reason. Here's high speed. This fan is extremely powerful. So look from over here outside of my messy room. We'll go have a look outside. I'm gonna probably come out again once it's on reverse. I think it's raining. I really like how the outside of these fans look. There was a few of these I saw as a kid. One of them is on the opposite end of my town, and it was a Sears branded one. It had a little, it looked just like this, but it had a little badge in the center of it, a circular badge, and it was brown with fake wood grain on it, and in the center of it, it had the oval Sears Best logo. That fan was installed in on a first-story window right in front of the sidewalk, and the fan was in really good condition too. I saw it last year. I don't know if it's still in service again this year, and I know previous years I've seen it a few times in the upstairs window of the same house. There's also a town next town over from me. They have another one of these. And I don't know if that one has a sticker on the back of it as well, but I can't really tell what brand it is, let alone if it's branded. It looks like it's some sort of circular pattern, but it's definitely one of these 16-inch Lasko window fans of some sort. And that's installed in a second-story window on its side. And I seen that fan when I was really young, and probably about 8 years old, something like that. And that fan is still there to this day, and since then it's very yellowed. Like, it's actually worse shape than this one here. It's even more yellowed. It's a pretty cool fan now, I will admit that. I might make another video of this thing when I bring it over to my father's house and put it in one of the upstairs windows over there. It's not that quiet. You can hear it from all the way over here. We're going to do a spin down and then we'll put it in reverse. I believe this fan has ball bearings in it. The spin down time on this fan is incredibly long. I did not have to do anything to this motor, surprisingly. We'll get up here for startup sound. It's going to be hard to hear because there's a fan running in the background and a mini fridge. I really like the sound that this fan makes on low speed in reverse. I run it typically on medium in reverse when I sleep, or medium intake. This fan rarely ever gets used on high. Most of the time it's medium and then occasionally low. You can tell the knob's a bit knackered because it should be right over in the center here, but no, it's kind of like off, like more pointing towards the off position. Show the outside of this actually on high-speed reverse. I believe what I'll actually do after this is I'll come back inside with the once again with the fan, turn it off, and then go outside and watch the spin down time in reverse from outside. That Sears branded one, I believe that fan was used on high speed in reverse, and I could feel a good blast of air from it. And much like this fan, I feel a lot of air. This one doesn't quite fit in my window. It's a traditional double blade window fan, or dual fan window fan works a lot better. It was actually my intent with buying that SMC window fan, which I might make a video of it over here in this window at some point in time. It's definitely a cool fan now. It's very powerful. You can feel it from all the way over here, and this is probably about 6 feet away from the fan. It looks so cool too. Like, I'll get back from the road, or on the road or whatever. I'm using my cell phone, so I can't even zoom in right now. Doesn't look that bad. Just such a classic looking fan. So there is the 16-inch Lasko whole house window fan. Maybe there's a date on this thing here. Well, let me open the screen, I guess. It's so reflective, you can't even see. All you see is the cellular phone. It's on its side, too. Oh, look. You can see myself. I'm gonna imagine that this is probably from the early 2000s. Maybe late 90s, but I'm not really sure. And the dryer vent fell off.